seed starts are looking good. Everything has started except for the peppers. They take a little bit while. I guess I lied. They just started to come out of the seeds. All the tomatoes are doing good. Brassicas, and then our cucumbers. Good morning, Modern Steaders. Boy, is that ice crunchy this morning. That means springs are coming. Gonna be working here in the workshop today. We gotta get our custom trim work made for our off-grid shipping container cabin. We got some rough sawn lumber that we're gonna get turned into trim. But I brought my sawhorses home yesterday. I remembered we need these in the workshop. Good morning, Mr. Figaro. What are you doing, mister, huh? You rolling around in the dirt? Look at that. We've got some dirt driveway right there. We haven't seen that in a while, have we, Figaro? Yeah. So nice. We northerners get pretty excited when we start seeing dirt, grass, and soil again. It's been a few months before we've seen any of that, so that puts a smile on our face. Look at that, so fancy.
Don't be leaving me alone too long in here.
You gotta clean it up. I was gonna say, I'm looking forward to spring because we can actually open the doors and sweep this place out in the wintertime. It gets pretty messy in the workshop. Got some nice rough sawn lumber, but it's a little bit too rough, so we want to hit it with some sandpaper. Then we want to rip them in half because we don't need them 8 inches wide.
We looked at so many different options for our trim, and really we didn't have any options.
No, there wasn't very many options. The rough sawn lumber that we have is buried in ice banks, and it'll probably be buried in ice banks for another month, I bet you, so that's not an option, unfortunately. We got 10.
I'm gonna push it over.
You want to use the battery operated one or the corded one?
Whichever one you want to use.
I'll use the battery operated one, it's heavier.
Okay.
I'll give you the cord. That was the least messy part.
It was.
Now we can make sawdust, cutting them in half.
So what did you get, like 4 to my 1?
Something like that.
Probably because of that cord.
Must be. Maybe hold this out of the corner for a little while.
Probably don't want to see what's under there.
Probably not. It's a mess.
Yikes.
Yikes is right. I can't wait till spring and we can open up the garage door and just clean it all out.
Not to air our dirty. Wouldn't be laundry, would it?
No. A dirty workshop. Exposing all of our dirty little secrets on YouTube. Seven and 3/4. Let's get an average. 7 and 5/8. 7 and 3/4. One down, 9 more to go. You're awful noisy there, Moose. Figaro, you keeping an eye on the truck? You coming in? Yeah, it came out pretty good.
That's what I was looking for to buy.
Yeah, we were looking to buy this. It's not going to be perfect. Some of it's warped and some of it's really rough, but that's the look we're going for. Gina picked out the stain, so if you don't like the color, we're going to stain it. Let her know.
If you don't like the color, we're going to stain it. I like it. Well, I think I do.
Right.
Hi, Piggies.
Gina chose the weathered gray.
I don't think I like it.
You picked it.
It is what it is.
It's pretty thick.
We're going to have to sand it after again.
Give it one quick sanding after it gets stained.
Yeah, it looks better after it dries.
Once it soaks in, it'll look different. And then we can hit it with some sandpaper after and really give it the look we want.
Probably the container for the handle.
So what do you think? You want to hit it with the sander?
Get ready.
Get to antique it a bit? It's a lot lighter. It's a lot lighter now that it dried, but I'm gonna hit it with some sandpaper and
Give it some definition.
yes. Get our masks on.
Should have put it on earlier. I didn't feel like any
It wasn't bad earlier, but now we're gonna be sanding.
that stain.
Stain dust in the air, baby.
Don't start that one.
It's a race.
Well, wait for me.
Well, you already lost the race because I got my earplugs in first.
You got bigger ear holes.
You're full of baloney. You always got an excuse.
Yeah.
Set,
Yeah.
go. That's it, we're done. They all look different too, which is nice.
I like that, yeah. Woo!
It's random. I think this one's my favorite with all the knots in it. The chicken's not even scared of you, Tanner. Moose, you were making a lot of noise earlier today. $18 from both flocks.
Here.
Really? I was expecting more out of you ladies because it was so nice out yesterday.
Tomorrow. Sometimes these eggs are so big and sometimes they're small.
So beautiful.
warm enough for Figaro to be out.
Yep.
He's like to sleep in the house lately.
Figaro's liking the warmer weather.
All he's been doing is sleeping and hanging out.
Let's see. I don't even think they laid us an egg in here today. Nope. No eggs. What's going on? They didn't even lay us an egg inside. Seriously.
Hiding, and I just gave up your spot.
Yep. Getting into the ugly season here at the homestead. Everything's gonna be looking brown and just gross.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But we appreciate the season because that means we're coming into springtime.
That's right.
Guys. I wonder how long it's going to take for this ice bag to melt.
Oh, probably till the next snow.
I see. Yeah, there's quite a few.
More than 8?
4 right here.
1, 2.
6 dirty ones.
I have some leftover chicken, so we're gonna have chicken and gravy tonight. And then we're gonna try something new. We're gonna Taste of Home. They have a quick Harvard beet recipe. Al found it, thought it sounded good. Go ahead and get the ingredients for the quick Harvard beets. The recipe is for raw beets, but of course mine are pressure canned, so they're pretty much cooked, just need to get heated up. So that's a little different. And I'm also going to be doing a quarter of the recipe. I'm also going to be using maple syrup instead of sugar, so that's a change. So I have a quarter of maple syrup, a little less here. Half a tablespoon of gluten-free flour. A quarter cup of white vinegar. And it does say to reserve some of your beet juice. Nice seal on that. And that is going to be about 1/8. So now I'm just going to heat this on low and see if it will thicken up, and then we'll move on. I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter and a quarter teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to add my beets. The Harvard beets need to simmer for about 10 minutes, so this is going to sit in the sauce and just kind of simmer. It was really simple, and I think we'll all enjoy it.
Dear Lord, thank you for the wonderful. I don't know about you, but I've never had Harvard beets before. It was just a recipe I found the other day, and I'll tell you what, they are delicious. They're in between regular beets and pickled beets, like a spicy pickled beet, and it was amazing. This is going to be something that we'll be adding to our menu, and we're going to have to look into it and see if we can can them this way, because if we could can the beets already like this, it'll be even better. Have you guys ever had Harvard beets before? What do you think of them? Leave it in the comments down below. And do you pickle? I shouldn't say, do you can your beets this way as a Harvard beet? Something we're going to have to look into. So thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. We're glad we got the trim done. That's one of those tedious jobs, sanding and cutting and staining, but it's going to look nice once we get it up to the off-grid cabin. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps. While you're down there, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, turn on notifications, and we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres.